What's up, guys? Bliss here. This is my first story time. Nothing really special for this one. There's gonna be like a lot more that are like way crazier, but this is actually just like it's not necessarily short, but like in comparison to my other ones, yeah, it's gonna be like a little on the shorter side. But about 3 weeks ago, myself and a couple of friends, we ended up going to the skating place about like an hour out from where I live. And so it was like a Friday night. We were like, oh yeah, let's go skating. And I'm like I haven't been skating in a couple years, but let's get it. So we get to the place, and it was not necessarily small, but it wasn't as big as some of the ones that I have been to before. But so we're in line, we're waiting, we're like laughing, talking smack, having like just joking around and stuff. And so you could just tell like the atmosphere wasn't necessarily for our type of people. But so we get to like the little teller, and she says like, oh, it's $8 or some shit like that. So like we're like, okay, we all pay the $8, and we go get our skates and shit. Like literally the two co-workers, like the two people working there that I like ran into since I got there, did not have like a good attitude. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck wrong with them? But I wasn't gonna let it ruin my night, cause you know I'm out here, I'm having fun. It's a Friday night. Why the fuck am I not gonna why am I gonna sit here and let some bullshitty ass people like ruin that? So we ended up like getting our skates on stuff. So you know we started skating. You know it was a nice chill groove. I was feeling it. And a close friend of mine, she was like, oh, I want some nachos. So I'm like, bet, I got you. So we in line at the little concession stand. I go and I have my bank card, and I swipe it, and the lady goes, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what? And she was like, so can you swipe it again? So I'm like, all right. I swipe it again. Same thing. It says approved, but then apparently it's not going through her end. So I was getting confused on my end, because I'm like, I just put money in my account this morning. What's going on here? And so literally it went like 6 more times of her going like, so swipe it again. Oh, swipe it again. Oh, swipe it again. Hey, Tony, the manager, can you come over here? And so he comes over. His name's not actually Tony, by the way, but he comes over, and he's like, oh, let me see, swipe it again. So I swipe it again, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. Just right off the bat, as soon as something comes up on the screen, he just, I don't know what's going on. So like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. And so I'm like, well, do you guys have an ATM? And she goes, yeah, right over there. So I'm like, all right, give me a second. So I go over to the ATM, and I try to take out $40, and I had like over $600 in my account. You know what? I just stopped giving y'all all this extra info about my life. But I had I had a lot of money in my account, so I knew for a fact like it wasn't on my end of me being broke or some shit. And so I like put the info in so I can get $40 out. And next thing you know, the machine just sits there and goes like, oh, here, just wait for your money to come out. Like, what the fuck it says, I forget exactly. So I'm sitting there and I'm just waiting. 2 minutes go by, nothing happened. 4 minutes go by, nothing happened. 6 minutes go by, nothing happened. So I called my friend to come over, and I'm like, hey man, can you wait right here while I go get somebody real quick? He was like, yeah, what's going on? I said, my money not coming out. I've been sitting at this machine for like 8 minutes. So he's like, all right. So I go over and get one of the workers, and I'm like, excuse me, I've been waiting for about like 8 minutes now for my money to come out the ATM, and nothing's happened. And so she was like, all right. And she comes over, and I'm like, yeah, like on my phone right now, just looking at I'm looking at my account, and it says that it's pending, but you know, my money still hasn't came out yet. She was like, well, how am I supposed to know that it's pending from this location? That could have been when you went to Foot Locker earlier today. And see, that's where I was thinking to myself, like, did this hoe just assume that I went to fucking Foot Locker? Like, what makes you think that? Like, I literally came here to skate. Like, there's nothing. Like, and besides, what can you get for $40 at Foot Locker other than like a T-shirt or some shit? And so um, I told her, I'm like, I didn't even say anything. I like got pissed off because she said that, and I just showed her on my phone. I'm just like, well, look at this. And my friend, he was like looking at this bitch like, oh, I'm about to draw her shit. But I'm like look at him like, yo, calm down, G. And so then she goes, oh, okay, all right. And so then she gets the manager, and so the manager comes back over, and he's going like, what's going on? And so I explained to him what happened, and so he was like, oh, okay, all right. And I explained to him what one of his workers said, because I'm like, yo, that's not something you fucking say to a customer. You don't just make an assumption about some shit. And in my thoughts, I was thinking she was saying that shit just because, you know, I am black, but it could have been from anything. So I wasn't trying to jump to conclusions, but it did kind of irritate me that she made an assumption like that. She could have just said it from when I went out earlier today. But so I explained to him about that shit too. He goes, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know what's going on with her today. Doesn't even reassure me that he's gonna talk to her. And so that kind of also like turned me off too. But so he's like looking at the machine. He's like trying his best to go through the shit. He goes, well, there's nothing that we can do tonight. I can call the guy, and he's not gonna be able to come out here till like Lord knows when. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, all right. So I called them about a week and a half ago, and didn't get a response. Literally, the phone went to voicemail. So I was kind of shitty about that. So I had my friend call, and he leaves a message because apparently it went through with him. He leaves a message, and so then I called them again. And they answered, and I explained to them the situation, and it was like, oh, well, the guy's coming out today, and we'll get back with you. How about tomorrow? So I'm thinking to myself, like, bitch, I'm coming up there today. Fuck that. And so we get out there about like 30 minutes after apparently the guy left, and so they were saying like, oh, well, someone broke them, like someone slammed the keyboard of the machine, so we couldn't bring up any like transactions. The guy has to pull it from his computer next time it comes up, but we'll give you a call within the next 2 days. So I'm like, okay. And we end up leaving. So 2 days go by, I don't hear shit from them, and it's pissing me off because it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to be this high-end place? Because I'm looking at the reviews on like Google and shit, and it's actually like 4 out of 5 stars. So you're assuming that's gonna be really good in comparison to like other places that I've been to, in my opinion. But so literally haven't heard anything from them, and I actually have to call them again. But it's just this is horrible service. I've been trying to get in contact with you guys for Lord knows how many, and it's literally only $40. If you guys can come out of your pocket for $40, or this can just blow up to something bigger. And I mean, like, I'm not really bugging about it necessarily, but what's irritating me is how long and tedious this process is becoming. Because I was trying to, like, I'm more like laid back and chill in comparison to other people that would be in situations like this. Like, you know, I'm just like, hey man, can I just get $40? That's literally me. Other people would be like, where the fuck my fucking money at? Some shit like that, you know. Like, I'm not that type of person, but I'm starting to get to that because it's been almost a month since I've been there, and I've literally only heard back from them two out of like 6 times, and it's just this isn't proper service. And so yeah, I had to give them another call. They said this is literally what the other manager told me when I was talking to her. She said, and I quote, oh, well, the manager is busy at the moment, but I am another manager. I can also help you and I will assist you. So I told her the situation. It's like, oh, okay, I remember who you are. The guy came out, the machine got smashed, and he said he had to pull the transactions up on his computer, which would be in the next 2 days. And I will make sure to have have the manager give you a call. I will put your number. We have your number taped up on the front desk, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, there's no, oh, well, we didn't have your number, or we didn't have, like, there was no miscommunication on our side. So I was reassured that. So I'm like, okay, all right, okay, thank you. And so it's just when you're told stuff like that and you're lied to by a company, that's just horrible service. And and I'm gonna 1-star the shit out of them. And this isn't me being childish or petty. Well, actually, this is me being petty, because fuck y'all, where my money at? But I hope you guys enjoyed this short little story. It wasn't anything like outrageous or over the top, but there will be future story times, and they will be 10 times better than this. Thank thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, tap that bell icon. But thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.